Andrew, and I'm with Rochelle, Eric, and Derek, and Sean, and we're going to tell you what's wrong with education in America today. Here are 10 facts about education. According to the Federal Department of Educational Statistics 2009 study, 52% of public high school students in cities graduate after 4 years. That means 48% of students do not graduate on time. Overall, out of the 50 statewide school systems, the average graduation rate is 58%. Teachers are being laid off at an alarming rate for less qualified workers. Fourth grade students take the NAPA test, and 39% of the students only scored proficient. America has led educational efforts in the 19th century up to post-World War II and has now fallen behind. America now falls behind other nations in secondary and post-secondary education efforts. Lowest graduation rate is Nevada with 47.3%. The highest graduation rate is in New Jersey with 82.1%. 1 in 5 men in 2007 were dropouts. 6.2 million students aged 16 to 24 dropped out in 2007. The former Secretary of State says when 1 million people a year drop out, it is a catastrophe, not a problem.
Okay, so as you know, students hold at least one of the 6 learning styles, which consist of auditory, visual, tactical, kinesthetic, global, and analytical. Auditory learners would be students who prefer oral instruction and learn by listening and speaking. Visual learners prefer written instruction and learn by observation. Tactical learners, also known as manipulative learners, learn best by drawing, playing board games, and controlling or influencing objects. Kinesthetic learners also learn by touching and manipulating objects, but most effective activities involve the whole body, like acting out the lesson plans. Global learners tend to get bored easier than others and need info to be presented in an interesting manner, such as through the use of story writing and computer programs. Analytical learners prefer working individually on activity sheets. They learn best when information is presented in sequential steps, goals are clear, and requirements are spelled out. Using this information, we found that 30% of the population holds auditory learning styles, 40% hold visual learning styles, but 100% hold a combination. According to various research, knowing your learning style leads to more effective learning. This is why we propose to make knowing each student's learning style more of an emphasis for teachers and providing an environment necessary for students' comprehension of material in order to reach their highest learning potential.
ASU teaching students do currently learn to differentiate their teaching methods to cater to all the needs of their students. We feel that this is just a general thought. Teachers do not know which students need which type of learning styles that their students need. We feel that testing should be implemented at different times to show what type of learning styles they have, and that way students can be taught better to cater to their own needs. It would be best to implement these tests before junior high and also before high school, in case anything is changing, just because those are generally different institutions in which students attend. Most of these tests aren't difficult, and they take just a few minutes, so it's not an extensive process or an expensive process. Most of these tests also show a comprehensive list of the results, showing where students score higher in multiple disciplines, because as said before, all students do have multiple learning styles which affect their learning. We feel that knowing the learning styles can greatly influence the students and help them out later on down the road.
We feel that our recommendation would benefit the entire educational system. Identifying the specific learning styles of each individual student, then placing him or her in a class with their peers with similar learning styles, then tailoring the curriculum for each class will result in a more efficient overall